What is the value of the expression 7 squared minus open parenthesis 30 divided by 15 times 2 close parenthesis, then divided by 2 squared? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? This expression seems very simple, but it tricks almost everyone. Let's dive in and break it down step by step together. At the beginning, many people go straight to the expression inside their parentheses because they believe parentheses have a higher priority than the other operations. And they immediately perform the multiplication between 15 and 2 because they think multiplication has a higher priority than division. So, they simplify this expression and write it as 7 squared minus 30 divided by 30 inside the parentheses, then divided by 2 squared. In the next step, they move on to the division between 30 and 30 and replace this expression with 7 squared minus 1 divided by 2 squared. Then, they go to the exponents and simplify this expression to 49 minus 1 divided by 4. In the final step, they go for the division between 1 and 4 because they believe division has a higher priority than subtraction. So, they rewrite this expression as 49 minus 0.25, which finally gives them the answer 48.75. Then, they quickly say that option C is the correct answer to this question. However, that's definitely wrong. Also, some other people when solving this question first go to the expression 7 to the power of 2 and simplify to 49 minus 30 divided by 15 times 2 inside the parentheses, then divided by 2 squared. In the next step, they focus on the expression inside the parentheses and solve the division between 30 and 15. So, they simplify this expression to 49 minus 2 times 2 inside the parentheses, then divided by 2 squared. Then, they perform the multiplication between 2 and 2 inside the parentheses and write this expression as 49 minus 4 divided by 2 squared. Next, they perform the subtraction between 49 and 4 and simplify this expression to 45 divided by 2 squared. In the final step, they handle the exponent and write this expression as 45 divided by 4, which ultimately gives them the answer 11.25. And they conclude that option A is the correct answer to this question. But I have to say we were tricked and it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me show you how to solve this expression correctly. To solve this question, we must follow the PEMDAS rule. And this rule, P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponent, M stands for multiplication, D stands for division, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. It means that we need to perform all the operations step by step in order from top to bottom. Okay, as you can see in the image, and this expression, first we have an exponent, then a subtraction sign, followed by parentheses, then a division sign, and finally another exponent. According to the PEMDAS rule, first we should start with the parentheses, because parentheses have the highest priority over all other operations. And inside the parentheses, first we have a division sign and then a multiplication sign. It's very important to note that multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, we must start from the left and move toward the right, performing these two operations in order. So, first we do the division between 30 and 15. And this expression simplifies to 7 squared minus 2 times 2 inside the parentheses, then divided by 2 squared. In the next step, we handle the multiplication between 2 and 2, and this expression simplifies to 7 squared minus 4 divided by 2 squared. Next, it's time to handle the exponents, because according to the PEMDAS rule, after parentheses, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, we can write this expression as 49 minus 4 divided by 4. And the final step, we perform the division between 4 and 4, because division has a higher priority than subtraction. So, this expression simplifies to 49 minus 1, which finally gives us the answer 48. That's great. Option B is the correct answer to this question. Alright, Now let's solve another tricky math question together. What is the value of the expression 50 plus open parenthesis 9 minus 4 close parenthesis divided by 5 multiplied by 6 minus 2 inside the parenthesis? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Let's take a closer look and solve it together. Many people, when solving this question, go straight to the first parenthesis and simplify this expression to 50 plus 5 divided by 5 multiplied by 6 minus 2 inside the parenthesis. And the next step, they go to the addition between 50 and 5 and simplify this expression to 55 divided by 5 multiplied by 6 minus 2 inside the parenthesis. Then they perform the division between 55 and 5 and write this expression as 11 multiplied by 6 minus 2 inside the parenthesis. And the final step, they go to the expression inside the parenthesis and simplify to 11 multiplied by 4, which eventually gives them the answer 44. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option B is the correct answer to this question. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Also, some other people, when solving this question, first go to the expressions inside both parentheses and simplify to 50 plus 5 divided by 5 multiplied by 4. And the next step, they go to the multiplication between 5 and 4 because they believe multiplication has priority over division. So, they simplify this expression to 50 plus 5 divided by 20. And the final step, they perform the division between 5 and 20 because they say division has a higher priority than addition. So, they rewrite this expression as 50 plus 0.25, which ultimately gives them the answer 50.25. And immediately, they conclude that option C is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me explain step by step how to solve this expression correctly. To solve this question, we must follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. We have to follow the order of operations exactly in order from top to bottom. Okay, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have an addition sign, then parentheses, followed by a division sign, after that we have a multiplication, and finally another parenthesis. We must start with the parentheses first, because they have the highest priority than the other operations. So, this expression simplifies to 50 plus 5 divided by 5 multiplied by 4. And the next step, we move on to the division and multiplication, because multiplication and division have higher priority than addition. However, it's really important to understand that multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, the best approach is to start from the left and move toward the right, performing these two operations in order. So, we begin with the division between 5 and 5, and instead of this expression, we can write 50 plus 1 multiplied by 4. And the final step, we handle the multiplication between 1 and 4, and this expression simplified to 50 plus 4, which finally gives us the answer 54. That's great. Option D is the correct answer to this question.